M.J. DeMarco's Unscripted, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Entrepreneurship is a brutal wake-up call to anyone living life on autopilot, following the path society has handed them. DeMarco opens with a sharp critique of what he calls the script, the socially accepted formula that says happiness is found through education, employment, debt, and delayed gratification. He tears this illusion apart, showing that most people live as economic slaves, trading the best hours of their lives for someone else's dream. The script is designed to make you a lifelong consumer, obedient and predictable, trapped in a cycle of work, spend, and sleep. He introduces the idea that being scripted isn't about poverty, it's about dependency. Even those with prestigious jobs and high salaries are often bound by invisible chains, mortgages, student loans, and the fear of losing stability. DeMarco reveals that the system thrives because people mistake comfort for freedom. A six-figure salary is meaningless if it costs you your time, autonomy, and creative potential. The truly free are those who own their lives, not those who rent them out by the hour. The turning point in DeMarco's story comes from his own awakening. He shares how he spent years driving limousines, bitter and broke, watching wealthy entrepreneurs step out of his car. Those encounters taught him that financial freedom wasn't luck or inheritance, it was the result of ownership and value creation. He began to see that wealth is built by solving problems at scale, by creating systems that earn even when you don't. This realization became the seed of the unscripted philosophy: stop consuming value, start producing it. DeMarco's storytelling captures the emotional reality of breaking free. He portrays the scripted life as a quiet horror, an existence where you wake up every day knowing you're meant for more but feel powerless to change. The unscripted path, by contrast, is raw and uncertain but alive. It's a rebellion against mediocrity, a commitment to craft a life that reflects your values instead of your fears. He invites readers to see entrepreneurship not as a business tactic, but as a vehicle for personal liberation. One of the book's most powerful insights is that wealth is not about money, it's about control over time. DeMarco dismantles the illusion of financial freedom sold by retirement plans and corporate benefits. True wealth, he insists, is the ability to say no, to walk away, to choose when and how you work, to live without asking permission. Money without time is a gilded cage, time without money is survival. The goal is to merge the two through systems that work independently of your daily effort. He defines the unscripted mindset as a way of thinking rooted in ownership, accountability, and creation. While the scripted mind seeks security, the unscripted mind seeks freedom. The scripted person says, "I can't," while the unscripted person asks, "How can I?" It's a mental rebellion against external authority, replacing dependence on institutions with self-reliance and adaptability. DeMarco argues that liberation begins not with a business plan, but with a decision, to reject the narrative that your destiny belongs to someone else. Throughout the book, DeMarco warns against the modern myth of passive income. He exposes how get-rich-quick schemes and social media gurus prey on people's desperation for easy success. The truth, he says, is that freedom demands front-loaded effort, years of hard, focused work building something valuable. Entrepreneurship is not about laziness, it's about leverage. The reward comes later, when your system, whether a product, brand, or platform, begins generating results without your constant presence. DeMarco structures his message through the lens of storytelling, his own journey from obscurity to wealth, but also the stories we tell ourselves. He insists that most people live inside a script someone else wrote for them: parents, schools, employers, governments. To live unscripted means rewriting that narrative from scratch. It means defining success on your own terms, crafting a story where you are both the author and the hero. It's about transforming the fear of the unknown into fuel for creation. The book also dives deeply into the emotional battles that come with freedom. DeMarco doesn't romanticize entrepreneurship, he reveals its chaos and loneliness. Breaking the script means walking away from comfort and approval. Friends and family may not understand. You'll fail, often publicly. But he shows that every setback is a teacher, every rejection a step closer to mastery. The unscripted life is forged through resilience and iteration, not perfection. He contrasts two ways of living, reacting versus creating. The scripted person reacts to bills, deadlines, and crises. The unscripted individual creates opportunities, assets, and impact. DeMarco insists that you cannot consume your way to freedom, you must create your way there. Every moment you spend watching, scrolling, or comparing is time stolen from building. The call to action is fierce: stop spectating and start producing. The world rewards those who solve, not those who watch. At the heart of DeMarco's message lies the principle of value. He explains that money is a byproduct of solving problems for others. If you want to be free, you must make yourself useful to many. The more people your solution helps, the more leverage you gain. He reframes entrepreneurship as a moral act: serving others is not charity, it's empowerment. Profit becomes the measure of how much good you've created in the marketplace. DeMarco's tone throughout the book is provocative, sometimes even confrontational, but deliberately so. He wants readers to feel uncomfortable, because comfort is the first wall of the prison. His storytelling doesn't promise easy happiness, it promises earned meaning. Each page challenges the reader to confront excuses and illusions. The script is seductive precisely because it offers safety. The unscripted path is uncertain but authentic. It's a journey from victimhood to authorship. As the narrative deepens, DeMarco explores how freedom extends beyond business into mindset, relationships, and daily choices. The unscripted life is about radical honesty, saying no to what drains you, yes to what drives you. It's about living deliberately instead of drifting. He shows that entrepreneurship, at its core, is self-expression, an art form where the canvas is your life. When you create something that reflects your truth, wealth becomes inevitable because it aligns with value and meaning. In his final chapters, DeMarco pushes readers to take immediate, tangible action. He urges them to stop preparing endlessly and start executing. The difference between dreamers and doers is motion. You don't need permission, funding, or perfection, you need courage. He shows how consistent, iterative effort compounds into mastery and freedom over time. Each small act of creation weakens the script's hold, until one day, you realize you've written your own story. Ultimately, Unscripted is a declaration of independence. It's about reclaiming authorship over your existence, breaking free from the invisible scripts of culture, and daring to build a life that feels alive. DeMarco's storytelling blends hard truths with human passion, reminding us that freedom is not found in escape but in creation. The unscripted life is not about quitting the system, it's about transcending it. To live unscripted is to choose courage over conformity, mastery over mediocrity, and authorship over obedience. It is, in every sense, the story of waking up.